So, good morning, Chuck from Precision Builders and Remodelers, formerly Chuck's Home Improvements, formerly Chuck's Roofing. So, um, most of you know I rebranded about 4 years ago after many, many years being Chuck's Home Improvements because I took on a partner and just made sense to rebrand and have him included in everything. But anyway, I thought today I would go a little bit back to my roots and talk about roofing, where I started. Um, Roofing has changed a lot in the last 40 years, 45 years since I started out. Um, but as I'm going, if anybody has any questions about any other phases of construction or remodeling, feel free to ask. I'll field them questions also. But roofing. So, roofing is one of the biggest investments you'll have when it comes to working on your house. The roof protects everything. Without a good roof, you're gonna have problems because if you get water coming in your house, we all know what kind of damage that can cause. As far as sheetrock and painting and floors, not to mention property. So you want to make sure you have a good roof. So back in the day, it was very limited as to what you could put on a residential roof. And I'm strictly talking residential today. I'm not getting into any commercial stuff because I really don't do commercial stuff. Some small buildings, gas stations or stuff. But the big commercial jobs, I don't get involved in them. Back in the day, I used to do all these jobs myself. Residential jobs, tearing them off, putting them back on. I had a crew. I actually had several crews at one time. I had 10 guys and I was running 2, 3 roofs at a time. And what I found was quality control became an issue. Just watching everybody, making sure they're doing everything right. And I found that, I started to lose a few steady customers. So, years and years ago, I'm going back 15 or 20 years, I decided that I'm going to work with one crew. I'm going to supervise the crew and I'm going to make everything get done to my satisfaction, the way I would want it done if somebody was doing my job. So I did roofing every day for years and years, and that's all I did. But I did have a background in other stuff, so it did allow me to make the transition to construction, remodeling, home improvements, that sort of thing. So it did make it easy. And as you're doing this stuff over the years, you pick up a lot of information about construction and how everything's done. But I did have the opportunity when I was younger to work some very good carpenters, and they taught me a lot. But it just seemed like roofing was where I could make the most money, and I did.